Hello world, it's Kurtis Potter with Boundless Inspiration. I was coming to you today for a second time to piggyback off of the video I just made this morning on rebranding your name. Now, I saw this random telephone pole in the middle of this huge field. And I saw it on the way here, but on the way back, it was like, bam! What is that random pole doing there in the middle of a field? And I like to visualize and compare small things as you can see, you know, how it relates to our lives. And I looked at this pole, and actually I started to laugh because you know, when you have toddlers, you start to watch a lot of kids videos, and one that I actually enjoy is Romeo and Juliet, the gnomes that, you know, the yard gnomes that come alive and they have their whole life and they play and do all kinds of stuff while humans are asleep or not watching them or so forth. And I was watching one the other day with my son, and I was just laughing, like, you know, what if that was true? Like different things come to life when you're not around. And I started to think of that, and I was like, man, this pole, you know, what if it came to life? But obviously it's tied down by these lines, so it can't move. But it's just sitting here by itself. And I was like, man, you know, it probably gets lonely. But then I saw these deer tracks and all the trees around, and I was like, you know, but maybe they're there to support them. And I was just thinking about that in my life, how when I went down that path of rebranding my life, there were times where it was lonely. You'll have doubters, haters, people that are jealous, people that you know, are waiting for you to fall. They might be waiting for you to succeed, but you know, they're not really sure if you will, like, especially if you made a drastic change like I did, and some other people I know, you know, they're going off of your past. They're going off of who you used to be. And you know what? You'll even have some prophecies in your life. You know, they're like, oh, I prophesize into your life that you won't be able to do it. You know, it's probably based off of the fact that they know they can't. Or I prophesize into your life that you're not going to have the dream job, likely because they hate their job, or you're not going to have this boundless life because they know that there's a lot of things that are holding them back in their lives that they're not willing to push through, because see, there's that resistance, and you got to push through it, and it is hard at times. I've heard so many stories of these super successful people that actually was at the point of suicide before that caused them to turn their life around. Something came into their life and really motivated them to keep pushing forward. I even heard Ryan Stewman, this video he made the other day, where he was like, man, I was at the highest of highs and lowest and lows, and I know that feeling because really, to be honest, it's because I'm so passionate. So passion can have so many different forms where, you know, whenever somebody agrees with it, they're like, oh my God, that's beautiful. But then when you have so much passion on something that they don't see, they're like, oh my God, you're crazy. And when you really start to distance yourself from like old friends, family, toxic relationships, you know, there can be so much doubt in your mind. You're already having doubt. You're like, am I supposed to go this way? Is that what God's putting on my life? Is this my calling? Is this really what I want to do? You know, you can already have that doubt. And then, like, maybe even the people that you value the most can doubt you as well. And then it really adds up on that doubt. And you're like, man, I'm like this lonely pole in the middle of the field. I'm so tall, and I know where I want to go, but I'm tied down by these lines. I'm tied down by maybe my significant other. Maybe your significant other doesn't see the dreams you have in your life, and they're like, no, you know what, like, why don't you just go work a regular job? And you're like, you know what, that's not for me. That's not in my heart. That's not what I want to do. You know, and if you have that, that's probably one of the hardest. Like, what if your parents are doubting you? What if your best friends are doubting you? Well, I'll tell you, there's going to be times in your life where you're going to have that. But you know what? Keep standing tall. Because I promise you, there's people that do believe in you. And once you believe in yourself, it does not matter anymore what those people say. Just keep going after it. And you know what? That's who I got to put my faith into. They called me for a reason. Put that inside me to push me. And this is way bigger than me. Like these videos, yes, they inspire me, but even if it changes a life or 100 lives, or 5 years from now, it has 1 million views and it pushed millions of people to change their life. Like Dr. Martin Luther King, I'm sure the first time he opened his mouth, they're probably like, man, you're black in a time where racism is like, dude, what are you doing? He probably has so many doubters, but then by the time he died, I mean, look how many people's lives he changed. He's still changing lives. He built a legacy. And that's why I'm not stopping, world. My heart's for you. I believe in you. Go after it. Stand tall. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it. Because you can. You can do anything you set your mind to. If you believe you can, you can. If you believe you can't, you can't. You are right. No matter what you believe, you can do it. So if you know somebody that just needs to stand tall and their dreams and goals, even if it's standing alone, and you could be the only person to help them and say, you know what, I believe in you. And I just had someone the other day reach out to me from a job I had years ago. I didn't even know we were still Facebook friends. And he's like, bro, I'm so proud of you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. And I was like, dude, we're not even close friends, but I'll tell you what that did for me. I was like, thank you, bro. Like, somebody just told me yesterday to stop. And you told me this today, and thank you, man, because I was starting to believe that crap. I believe in you. I love you. Like, share, comment, text one, send in their DM. You know the drill. Because every step, we're getting a step closer to being boundless. I love you all. Have a great day.